Okay guys, it's been a long time since I've done a video about this go-kart, and I've had this thing approximately 30 years, and I've realized something about having a go-kart and with having kids around that is very, very important about what adults need to think about these go-karts. Instead of being a deathmobile, it's an educational tool. We have family reunions here on the property every year, and except for COVID and when my mom had her operation, and we get together and everybody brings their kids up, and I supply the go-karts and they run around the yard. And so I didn't realize it until lately that my go-karts have been teaching all the kids in my family how to drive. Your basics, I'm talking gas, brake, steering, and not running into stuff is the basics of driving. Yeah, there's a little bit of maintenance and some stuff like that involved, but I've had this go-kart 30 years. And the kids that I had around that I had bought this go-kart for are having their own kids now. And so they're learning, they're experiencing, and we have a family full of good drivers, very good drivers. And that's why I wanted to make this. As adults, I'm not seeing a lot of good come from the kids today, and a lot of people are like that. I go to work and I watch all these aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas running these kids to school, or not running them to school, but running them to work, because they don't know how to drive. They never learned how to drive. They're coming out of school like that. A lot of schools are dropping the driving programs and stuff like that. But that kind of gave me another push, about why I need to have these go-karts around. And I do spend a lot of time maintaining these things, fixing them, redoing them. If you watch my channel, you'll see how I've built this thing many times. The motor mounts have broken. I have put all that together when I went to welding course. The front and rear bumpers. How I build the seats and stuff like that. How I use industrial bearings in all the wheels. That stops all that. Things to make the motors run better and run longer. The fuel cell, that's a 2.5 gallon fuel cell, which I'm probably going to move into an upright location to simplify it, basically. And I'm actually going to do a cheap and easy rebuild on that motor to get it to run better. But that was my argument, and that was my thing to talk about, is go-karts are a good tool for kids because they teach them how to drive. And like I said, I realized that. It took me a while. We started having family reunions after my dad passed. And it was a way for the family, to see each other. People just don't visit much anymore. But we get to see, everybody else's kids and stuff. Family spreads out, It's hard to keep them all in one place. But I've got a lot of good use out of this. Oh, I gotta fix something else now. You can see the pull start has come out. Okay, that was particle board, no wonder it fell apart. Well, I got plenty of cedar board around. I could put together that's real board so it won't fall apart. So I have to put that together. I'm going to take that engine out, move that. I'm just doing things to this to make it last longer, be easier to work with. But you know, say for example, you want to get a go-kart and you know, you want to own one. Well, first thing, like I did here, is get you a frame that's a roller. And you notice it doesn't have a seat, it doesn't have a motor. But the good thing about this, and it's live axle, and it's got the brake back there, shoe brake. And so that's easy. I'm going to put a torque converter with an engine with electric start on it. And that's simple. That's simple stuff that anybody can do. Any motor shop, any motorcycle, well, let me take that back. Any mower shop can put, you know, stuff together. I just got to get all my parts together, and I'm looking at possibly doing a fuel cell above the motor, gravity feed, similar to what I did on these. But I'll put it towards the back and make it to where it doesn't splash. But for you guys building a simple go-kart, y'all don't have to do all that fancy stuff that I do. You know, like that one's all gravity feed. That one's a very easy one to maintain. I'm going to go through the motor on that one too. The thing about the Predator motors is that they have a resistor in the ignition wire, which what that does is it limits the top speed of the engine, but also it makes it run bad. If you used to buy a high-performance coil or just a high-performance ignition wire, you can eliminate a lot of the problems with these motors that I'm having to fix right now. But I'm going to go ahead and do the whole coil system up to eliminate those problems. These motors like to have a freer flowing exhaust system and an intake system. That tends to pump a lot of horsepower into it and which gets better mileage, makes them breathe better, and also makes them run cooler. This one's a little bit too complex the way it is. That's why I want to do some changes to it. But this one has been the best one out of all of these that I've had. I've built and sold a couple of them, but this one has been the best. And make a lot of memories with the kids. And so we got a lot of good times out of this. So we're going to get more good times out of this. But my point is that these teach kids how to drive. And we need good drivers out here. So that was my point about this video. And I wanted to pass this information along because a lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know it. You know, I've been playing with these, you know, ever since I hit about age 10 or so. I think we had go-karts and mini bikes and everything. And I've got to go through 4 mini bikes and get them all back to going. But anyhow, that's the good thing about this, is that these teach kids how to drive. It also, you got to be careful around it because they don't know how to maintain them, they don't know how to put fuel in, they don't know how to check oil, and that's things that can be done as an educational tool because cars are similar to this. They have to have the right oil, they have to have the right fuel, filters have to be clean, all that other stuff. So, you know, that's another point I was making too. So, guys, don't be afraid of these. If you have a lawnmower shop near you, like I say, if you don't have no education on how to do any of this or at all, and if you have a mower shop, you have got everything made. That's all you need. Go to that mower shop, tell them I need the motor put on, this thing running, and they'll do it for you. Yeah, it's going to cost you, but this is a tool. This is a learning tool. So anyhow, I'm going to quit gabbing, and wanted to pass this information on because, like I said, I've learned, and I want you guys to learn too. So guys, y'all have a good one. Enjoy this video. Look at my other ones. I got inventions on there and stuff, and I got a new invention. I'll be working on a video on it for too long. So I make videos that I'm guessing a lot of people don't make. I see too many people that make videos that they copy off others. I just want mine to be original ideas and good thoughts that I have and stuff that I do. So please watch my videos, like and subscribe. I've yet to make it anywhere with YouTube, and I've been on it over, well, 14 years now. And right now I'm not monetized, which I do not like. Anyhow, you guys, thank you for watching, and please watch more. And we'll see you on my next video.